I was born in Brazil. I went through all the motions of going through church every Sunday. I knew about Jesus, but I did not know Jesus. It took 41 years for God to transform my heart. On June 24th, 2000, around 7:00 p.m. in my office, young fellows that I showed house all day long, I was asking a lot of questions about different churches and what it means and why so many religions and why isn't that. And at the end, the young lady, 21 years old, asked me if I wanted to receive Jesus. And I thought that was an odd question because I knew about Jesus. And I said, well, I don't know exactly what you mean, but I guess. And she told me, I'm going to ask you to repeat the prayer, but it's in between you and God. Don't do it for me. It's just between you and Jesus. And repeat after me. And she started praying, and I started repeating. I don't even know how I get to the end. I just start crying and crying and crying. It's just an emotion that just took over me. I can't explain with words, but the people that knew me know the difference. They knew, because I used to be very filthy mouth. All the cars on the road was on my way. I was an awful person. I mean, a really pagan, even though I was going through churches on Sundays. Everything changed. The cars was no longer on my way. The mouth got cleaned by itself. Well, the Holy Spirit cleaned. And everything changed. And then the kids start asking questions, my husband, and I started just saying all these things, and people just couldn't understand why was I so changed and what's going on. So I started talking about Jesus, and I started looking for churches, and my husband wanted to know, experience what I experienced. So I invited this pastor, because I sold houses to 6 different pastors. So God was working on me for a long time. I did not know all these differences, and I kept just telling my husband, and we called one of them and went to have a dinner. And then we started looking for churches, and then we invited the kids to go to church with us. And the kids were, teenagers, and they didn't want to go at all, but I would just pay for dinner, and they would have to go with us to the church service first, and then we would go to have a meal. So, and then God started working on their hearts, and I'm so blessed, because right now my 3 sons, their wives, all received Christ, my husband, and my 76 years old mother received Christ in August last year. So God is great. God is so, so great.